Hello and welcome to Club 4 episode 6 of The Pilgrimage on FM24. I'm Jamie, and coming up on today's episode I've got as many matches as it takes to confirm our participation in the EFL League 2 playoffs. We'll begin with an away trip to Salford City, and the team to face them is coming up in just a moment. Okay, here is the team then for the trip to Salford, and it is Booth in goal, back and forth of Doyle, Sass Davis, O'Riordan and Ben. It's Charlie Finney at the base of midfield, Taberner and Harrison ahead of him. It's Holicek on the left, Hardy on the right, Hugill up front. So let's submit the team and go and give a team talk. Okay, my assistant is recommending the media have given you a lot of credit lately. Go out there and put on a worthy display. Let's go with it. No gesture, and agree with him. And let's get out there for the match and see if we can grab the win that we need. A win here should guarantee us a playoff place. So Salford are themselves still in the hunt, but I think we can knock them out by winning this one. So we need to start well, and start well we have. We've got a highlight, and it is a Crewe Alexandra highlight. Can't quite tell who's over the free kick. It's Harrison, and he's going to go for the shot. He does, and Trott tips it over the crossbar for Salford. We'll have a corner then. Right-footed Callum Hardy in-swinger to the far post, headed up in the air rather than away, and O'Riordan's there to pick it up, plays it into Ben, and the highlight comes to an end. So let's in fact there's another highlight, so we'll leave that for now. Tom Booth plays it forward for Hardy, infield to Taberner, on to Holicek, and it ends up with Doyle on the left. Doyle forward for Holicek, and that's a penalty. And it's going to be a number 9, which is Jordan Hugill, to take the spot kick for Crewe Alexandra. Keeper goes the wrong way. Hugill finds the back of the net for the 23rd time this season, and it is Salford City 0, Crewe Alexandra 1, and as it stands, we're heading for the playoffs. And that should put us back into third place. It does. And it actually, as things stand, leaves automatic promotion as still a possibility. As long as we hold on to the win. And at the moment, we're doing our bit, but Callum Hendry's just equalised for Salford, so we're going to need a demand more. We need to win this one. A draw and our playoff aspirations are definitely over. And it's a corner to Crewe. Taberner with it, headed up rather than away, out to Holicek, and Matus Holicek finds the back of the net, and we've got our lead back. Salford City 1, Crewe Alexandra 2. So back in the same position we were in before, 4 points behind Wrexham with 2 games to go. So not likely that we can catch them, but technically still possible. So there is the halftime whistle. Let's go and give the lads some words of praise. Yeah, I'm going to actually say going well, capable of better. And let's have a look at whether we need a substitution or not. I think we do. The only question is whether it's Taberner or Hardy. It's Taberner that needs to... in fact, no, Hardy is the more pressing because he's more tired. He's on the same rating as Taberner, but more tired. So we'll bring on Max Woodcock, I think. I'm going to save Crewe Chris Long in case I need a striker. So let's start the second half and see if we can build on that decent first half showing. And we're coming up to the hour mark, so we should be looking now for the second substitution and our first substitution window. So I'm going to take Doyle off because he's on a yellow card, and we'll bring on Zach Williams at left back. And the next one will be a single sub as well. And then the final sub window will be the remaining 3. As John Jules comes down the wing, Sass Davis clears, finds Holicek, who plays it into Hugill, back to Holicek, finds Tabiner, who's given the ball away. Watt is held up but gets his cross in anyway. Booth clears, but it finds its way to Mikkonen, who plays it back to Trevitt, and we've given away a penalty of our own. So Salford have the chance to level things up, and it's Jatta. Booth dives out of the way of one that's gone straight down the middle, and yeah, that wasn't great. So we're going to need to make a change. Let's demand more now. So the question is, where's the next change needed? And I think it is with Ben at right back. So we'll bring on Harrison Holgate. So that's our second substitution and second window. And in a few minutes, we'll make the 3 remaining subs. As it finds its way to Tabiner, on to Zach Williams, back into Tabiner, who gets past his man, crosses it, double deflection, and it's behind for a corner. How that didn't go in, I have absolutely no idea. And it's going to be a short one, I think. Yes, it is. Finney plays it out to Tabiner, who is not fouled. But the highlight, in fact, comes to an end. I thought it was going to continue. Right, 10 minutes to go, or thereabouts. So the remaining 3 subs. Holicek shattered. Get him off. And we'll bring on Chris Long. So Hugill's going to have to stay out there. We'll take Harrison off. And bring on Charlie Ward. And we'll also take Tabiner off. In fact, we can't. We've run out of subs. I've miscalculated. So there we go. That's it. Those changes are going to have to do us. And Harrison has been pulled up for a foul, but he's got away with it, I think. And we're into the final 5 minutes. We'll go attacking. We'll demand more. And as it stands, we are guaranteed a playoff place and cannot make the top 3. If this goes in, that's no longer the case. From Richardson's free kick for Salford. And he's put it wide. In fact, it's not wide. It's hit the inside of the post and ended up in Booth's arms. So there's the full-time whistle. Salford City 2. Crewe Alexandra 2. And as I said, with that result, we can no longer get automatic promotion. So I'll bring you back for the final game of the season to see us clinch the playoff place. Okay, time now for the second match of the episode and our final match of the season, away to Stevenage, who have absolutely nothing to play for, and the team that's going to go there and try and finish off our season in style is Isted in goal, back for Doyle, Williams, Holgate and Ben. Williams in the base of midfield, Tabiner and Harrison ahead of him. And then it's Holicek on the left wing, Hardy on the right wing, and Wakeling up front. So let's submit the team and go and give a team talk. Okay, well, my assistant thinks if we carry our last performance into this match, we'll do well. We did win 4-0, so yeah, I think he's got a point. So let's outstretch the arms and agree with him. And let's get into the match and see if we can finish off the season in style and secure the highest possible finishing position in the league. Although it is Stevenage on the attack at the moment. Ferdinand into Iro, and Eisted is up to the challenge of making the save. And we've got less than 2 minutes on the watch. It's Popescu with a corner, hung up in the air. It's headed away by Doyle, only as far as Iro, who finds Stewart, to Tunnicliffe, and Freeman tries to cross, and it's deflected behind for a corner. And I think we need to demand more here. We're not starting that well. Ball's hung up in the area. It's headed away. Harrison is chasing it, and he'll get there comfortably. But he's lacking support, and the highlight comes to an end. So as it stands, we are facing a playoff semi-final against Morecambe, and we will have home advantage at the moment if results stay as they are. And we've now got a corner, and it is Hardy with the in-swinging corner. The header is on target but held by Christie in the Stevenage goal, and he clears it long downfield, finds Holgate to Ben, into Holgate, finds Harrison, Holgate to Tabiner, on to Wakeling, out to Ben, forward to Hardy, who is able to find Ben, into Harrison, Tabiner, and it falls to Doyle to put it in the back of the net, and Bill Doyle makes it Stevenage Borough 0, Crewe Alexandra 1. We've played 17 minutes, and we'll be able to review once the league table updates what that means for our playoff opposition. As I say, the automatic promotion spots are already well beyond reach, so we are relying on, well, we're guaranteed a playoff spot, no question of that at this stage. So it's just a question of who our opponents are going to be. And it's Doyle now, down the left hand side, looking for options. He's given it away to Popescu, but Taberner's won it back, keeps it in, finds Doyle again. Doyle's cross, Wakeling's header, and Christie with the save. So into, what are we, 23 minutes in, and at the moment we're in 4th place in the table. I'll confirm what that means in terms of opponents in a minute. What it certainly means is we'll have a second leg at home, and that is all we can ask for in the playoffs. We're going to have to play 2 decent teams to get to League One. But if we can have home advantage in the semi-final, it gives us the best possible opportunity of getting to Wembley. Popescu, but Doyle has intercepted his pass. Williams gives it back to Doyle. Doyle to Williams again, into Tabiner. Finds Harrison to Wakeling. Finds Hardy, who's in the area. Squares it to Holicek. And Holicek makes it 2-0. And we've played 26 and a half minutes. And Stevenage look like a team with nothing to play for, whereas we look like we're going to set up a semi-final against Carlisle currently. So in fact, how are Harrogate getting on? Whatever they are losing to Salford. So if Harrogate beat Salford, they would go above Morecambe. I'll explain what that means in a moment. We're happy, absolutely happy with that first half. We do need a substitution though. Ollie Harrison is absolutely exhausted. Let's bring on Charlie Ward. And as I was saying, with regards to the playoffs, at the moment it's Crewe versus Carlisle and Morecambe versus Harrogate. If Harrogate are to go on and get a result against Salford, that would switch them and Morecambe around, and would mean that Harrogate would have a home leg in the second match. So that's all that there is really to play for, is the order of when the games are played. And that was offside, so our 2-0 lead remains safely intact. Tabiner and Holicek are both shattered, so we're going to take both of them off. So Joel Tabiner for Oliver Armstrong, and Chris Long for Mattis Holicek. And that's our third change. So now we're going to have 2 more available, and we'll probably make those in about 5 or so minutes time. As Ben has the throw in, takes it to Ward, Ben to Hardy, back to Ben who crosses, and the header from Chris Long finds the back of the net. It's only his 5th goal of the season, but he's been an important player in the last few weeks and has made it 3-0. So now with 10 minutes to go, once this highlight is over, we'll make the substitutions of the 2 players who are beginning to struggle. So Freeman down the right for Stevenage. It's cleared, but and the follow-up hits the crossbar. So there we go, and let's make the 2 changes then. In fact, we could go any number of ways. We've got 2 centre-backs on the bench and a striker. Wakeling is shattered, so let's get him off and Hugill on. And we will also go with moving Harrison Holgate to right back, and then Jay Ben can be replaced by Billy Sass Davis. So let's confirm that, and let's enter the final 10 minutes of the match and hold on for the win. So no doubt at all now it is going to be Crewe Alexandra taking on Carlisle. As Hugill crosses for Hardy, it's headed away. Holgate comes forward and it's deflected behind for a corner, so we can keep the pressure on here. And it's going to be a short one this time, unless they're bluffing big time. They're not. It's crossed in at the second time, and Christie is able to make the grab. So 90 minutes is up, and we've got a free kick. Ward with the ball in, and it's headed away. Mavididi collects, finds Quirk onto Freeman, and his ball forward is collected by Eisted in a foot race with the striker, and we're seconds away from the final whistle of the season. And Eisted's ball forward doesn't find Hugill. Stevenage might grab themselves a consolation, but it'll be no more than that. Buyabu back to Davis, crosses for Freeman. Quirk with the shot, and it's wide and high. And that should be enough to see us through to full time. It is. Finishes Stevenage 0, Crewe Alexandra 3. I'll be back in a moment with the league table and to tell you what's coming up on the next episode. Okay, here is confirmation of the final League 2 table of the season, and as you can see, we finished 4th and qualified for the playoffs, ending with 79 points from our 46 matches, 5 points shy of automatic promotion. So Chesterfield go up as champions with 92 points. Colchester join them in second on 87. Wrexham make up the third automatic promotion spot on 84. And joining us in the playoffs, Morecambe and Harrogate will face off against each other, and our opponents, Carlisle. And then going down at the other end, Cheltenham and Gateshead. And coming up on the next episode, quite obviously it is going to be the playoffs. The fixtures are not there yet, but it will be an away leg first. So we'll go to Brunton Park in the first match. Then in match number 2 will be the return leg at the Alexandra Stadium. And hopefully it'll be a 3-match episode with a Wembley playoff final. So if you've enjoyed that, please leave a nice thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and goodbye.